Yo, what is up? What is good? What's going on in the neighborhood? It's your boy Savage, and we got another straight Savage podcast, and got a special guest again, my main man, Seagram7, aka Chris, aka North Carolina Window Clean. And this day's podcast is about the road to JOEFEST, man. But we're really just going to be kind of summing up like kind of key topics that we were kind of talking about on Instagram throughout the weekend. Some other little tip tabs, man. We're gonna talk about the no G.I. Joe live stream, just how each of us felt about it, you know, having no live stream. And then we're gonna talk about the quick kick and beachhead night force, which I'm actually feeling. I'm actually feeling, but we'll get into that. Ramen razor. If you guys ordered that, I'm really excited about that. And then at the end, just talking about what we expect from JOEFEST, and of course, you're gonna see some more content from me from Augusta, Georgia, at JOEFEST. But Seagram7, what's going on with you, fam?
Yo, what's good, man? I appreciate you having me back on this nice break from my everyday routine, man. And not too many people in my circle speak Joe, so it's nice to get on here and speak Joe with a fellow bro. So I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, nah, man. I've been dying to jump on this thing all week, man. But I just ain't had no damn time, man. And in the 30 days of content, I lied to y'all motherfuckers.
Hey, you still put out quite a bit, man. You did some good content.
I still got some more, man.
So Sadaldo, how do you say his name?
Sadaldo Coleccionista. Yeah, man.
I enjoyed watching that. That was a good show too, man.
It was different. It was different from the normal faces that you normally see, and then plus, you know, what I'm saying he's a Spanish speaking channel, man. But you know, he's another Joe bro, man, that I definitely got a lot of in common with, especially with the Wu-Tang shirt, and you do as well. Which us three need to come back and just do a quick Wu-Tang episode in the future. We get around to. I got some Wu-Tang things coming up, so I might combine that.
Damn. All I can say is it was all good just a week ago, man. How exciting is that, bro? I mean, it started off the first, right when June popped off, we had that sneak peek for Budo. We got our emails saying that check our addresses because that HasLab was gonna be shipping soon. Then June 4th, we got notified that we were gonna have the first stream. The stream came up and they're like, hey, we're gonna be doing a stream every week. They'll talk about HasLab, and then like that, lights out, man. Complete 180, bro.
I really don't know what happened. It's just corporate bullshit. Kind of what I'm dealing with this contract I got now is just corporate bullshit, like getting to me, just puppets trickled down the line. You know what I'm saying? And they might have to say they halt that shit, man. We got to do something else. But who knows? I know the biggest thing is, to me, if they're not showing off nothing new or anything like that, I really don't need to see them. But the live streams are fun. I mean, it just makes me feel like a kid again. It gives you that, you know, that itch. You know what I'm saying?
It is. You get the reveals, the name drops.
Correct. But there's been nothing.
They kind of go into detail of like the what they put into making it. Sometimes, like Lenny goes into the details of what his state of mind when he was putting the figure together. I was really wanting to hear his thoughts on his design for the Jeep, the All Striker. I wanted to hear what his thoughts were on that. So I'm disappointed that we missed that, man. It would have been nice to hear what he had to say about the All Striker, because it's not. They did flip it a little bit from the original design.
Yeah. But the thing about that one last week, I was cool with just the pre-orders because, be honest with you, with everybody who always showing and telling and hey, you want to see a piece of his head of his new figure, there was really nothing to be excited about. We already seen all that stuff.
That you're good with just getting the drop, so you don't really need the shows. Hey, good for you. I ain't gonna front, man. At 10:59, I stopped everything I was doing. It was on my phone, loading up the YouTube page, just waiting, man, just waiting.
Hey, look, and I
waiting and
I
waiting.
I would enjoy watching them, man. But and just like I had that anticipation, and be honest with you, I am a little bummed that they not doing everything every week because it's this is what I watch. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying?
And it's
Like,
supposed to be Yojo June. This is supposed
correct.
to be the month where they do something special for us. I mean, we're loyal fans, man. The Joe team or the Joe fans, we're loyal customers, man. And we need to be treated as such.
Correct. I mean, yeah, or something, man. But it's just the way it just abrupt nothing. I, something corporate happened.
Well, if
Something
they had to do
corporate.
with that cop, the police, the legacy figure. There's
Yeah,
always an issue going on with a cop in the United States. So they should have had enough foresight to not even make that if they thought it was going to be an issue. There's always something in the news with cops. I know that there are some heated areas going on right now that doesn't affect me. So I can't really speak on that because I don't know what other people are going through. I'm just in my area and dealing with my 360. But Hasbro, they should have known if they had any idea that was going to be a problem. They shouldn't even make it to start with, man.
But to be honest with you, though, when I say this is something corporate going on, this had really nothing to do with that. Now, that situation with that figure, yes, but I'm talking about like they probably really don't even give a fuck about that. I'm just saying like something corporate going on within their company. You know what I'm saying? Where they had to shift focus and like, hey, fuck this right now. You guys need to be gearing up for San Diego. We need you to go. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
What I heard they had some layoffs too. Did you hear about that? They had some more layoffs.
I seen a piece of it. And by this time, that's really nothing new. But being that happened, you know what I'm saying? It's just something I can smell it. I'm like a basset hound with that shit because I worked in corporate world for a little bit and it was just disgusting. But I can just smell something's going on within the company, which might not be nothing crazy, but business is business. You know what I'm saying? So something happened. But when you think about the past couple of years, both Yojo June's been kind of duds because some shit happened last year.
2023, they hit us right, man. Every week that we had orders.
Yeah.
Last year was kind of off. They I think they only had one stream. They kind of did everything in one stream, and then the pre-orders went up every week after that.
Yep, that is correct. They did one stream at the beginning of the month, boom, and then that was it. And then I think they did. No, they did because they didn't release the Rattler. The Rattler until SDCC last year, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, so it was just one big live stream at the beginning of the month, and that was it. I mean, I know, and shit, who knows, man? The way they moving, shit, the HasLab might be delayed till SDCC. Who knows?
That was one of my first thoughts. You never know at this point, man. That would be disappointing, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier this week. I was like, you know what, man? There's something corporate and fishy going on in between the cubicles, and who knows? Shit, the HasLab, they might not have no more Yojo live streams because I'm trying to think what else they can show we haven't seen. I mean, and now I know I said people earlier in the live stream, people, always showing off shit, which I don't care. I look at that myself, like, oh, okay, that's coming. But it also, at the same time, when we was talking about the R Striker, once it comes around, it's like, I've seen it, but it'd be even better if I can pre-order. And that's what they did offer. I at least give them that last week where you can go ahead and grab up something. But we're gonna segue into the next topic of Beachhead and Quick Kick, because now, even though they didn't have a live stream, everybody seen the live stream yesterday, which was cool. It made me rethink, like, oh damn, I need to pick up those comics, and I guess now it's formally a crossover. So I need to grab those, and that's cool. But you all know we wanted to see the toys. you whatnot. But I wouldn't knock the comic book live stream, as long as they coupled it with another live stream for the toys. That'd have been
Yeah,
awesome.
it wasn't enough. They need to give us something else, man. They should have opened up and gave us a couple name reveals.
Yeah.
Then a couple digital renders, and then at least apologize for last week.
And you know, look, corporate America don't apologize. They'll tell you fuck you with a smile, but they won't apologize to you. But you know, now that I think about it, even if they do have a live stream, how we was talking about last year, how they put it in one big one at the beginning of the month, they might go ahead and they probably had it spread out throughout the weeks, but they might just go ahead and you know vacuum all that together,
right?
You know, and do like a 45-50 minute live stream at the end of the month, and you know, and go ahead and get out what they need to get, because at the end of the day, like I said, San Diego Comic-Con is next month. You know, they've already been gearing towards that, but this is corporate, man. But you know what I'm saying? Who knows what's going on, basically what I'm saying. And I'm not defending them, because I don't give a fuck to defend them or even get into no shit like that, because I really don't care what
but
they
you're
do.
right. At least we've had 2 weeks of pre-orders. we didn't have a pre-order, and stuff is starting to hit. You know, we got a lot of us are getting the Frag Viper, Footloose.
Yeah. Shout out to that on Amazon. They still up and available, man. When you hit me with that Instagram hit the other day, and I was like, oh shit, let me go ahead and grab them. And I went down to Myrtle Beach this past weekend. That's what fucked up my trajectory of my videos, because once I took that fucking break, I was like, Lord knows I need this shit. But I was trying to
targets.
Yeah, I filmed some footage, man, but it ain't shit to show.
Bro, I never. The only Target around here is the one in Southern Pines. I found some stuff there a couple times, but
yeah,
the one here in Fayetteville is always dry. They might have. You're lucky to even find a Joe, any kind of Joe on the peg in there, man.
Look, they didn't even have a GI Joe classified on the name slots in the Targets. Both of the Targets. Now, Myrtle Beach is my honey hole. That Ollie's in Myrtle Beach and both of those Targets, straight honey holes, man. I've came off tons of great figures, and I still found a good figure down there. I found the neck of Michelangelo, Last Ronin. I didn't even think that figure was still on shelves. So I did find one thing, but not what I was looking for, those Joes. But like I said, man, you hit me with that Amazon clip, and I just went on and grabbed them, because I'm really feeling all of them, to be quite honest with you. And I just wanted to see what was up, especially with that Frag Viper, before I buy multiples of them, man. Hey, have you got him in hand yet?
Nah, dude. I had the email. They were supposed to be delivered today. I was coming home from work thinking I was gonna have a big old box on my porch, but I ain't got nothing on the porch to come home to. So maybe by the time we're done doing this, it'll be out there.
Always love you. Mine's supposed to trickle as I'm gone. I think Friday Blowtorch is supposed to hit, and then Saturday, Sunday Dark Line and the Frag Viper is coming. So I'll be coming home from, which is cool, because last year the same shit happened. The Ferret got delivered while I was gone, and I came home to that. So I got some new Joes to come home to. But let's talk about what you think about Night Force, Beachhead, and Quick Kick. And were they put up for pre-orders? I ain't seen them.
No, because that's going to be a Walmart con that they do.
Oh,
they do
in July.
Yeah, they do a summer one and a winter one.
Yeah.
I think the last one we got the Coral and Falcon 2-pack from them. I mean, they're nice. I just feel like the loadout, man. That rifle that they're giving us. I think that's the rifle that came with that the snow job rifle, or is that the?
It looks like it. It looks like it, man. But you know, to me, if you watch my channel, I think all GI Joe weapons are dog shit. I mean, they're decent enough looking right here, but and be honest with you, they look like the better ones out of the GI Joe package of rifles.
And I think they got the Dusty joint in there that they use with the snow serpents at the top.
Yeah, we're talking about, don't it have like a flip down tripod?
Right.
Yeah. Well, bipod. Well, no, yeah. But man, what's your thoughts on these? I'll let you go first, and then I'll tell you how I feel about them.
I do like them. I think the colors are a little crazy. I wish the Night Force. I feel like they haven't done them. When you put them all together, I don't feel like they're as coordinated as they should be. You got some that are like all black. You got some that are the green and red. You got like the Shockwave. They're like the blue and the bluish and the gray with like Big Ben. Shockwave. So they're supposed to be a team. I think they need to be more in line with each other, man. I feel like they're not matching up as well as they should, but I still like them, and I'm still gonna double down on them. I do like the quick kick, and yeah, this is what happens. When I see Beachhead, my first thought is I don't really like them, but I guarantee you, once I get them in hand and I start messing with them, I'm gonna love them, man. And that's usually how it is. It's always the figures that I don't think I'm gonna really feel. That once I get them in hand, they really blow me away. So I'm sure that that'll be the case with the Beachhead. What about you though? What you feeling, man?
I like them. I like them more I see them, especially with these digital renders. This quick kick, I kind of almost did something like in a kit bash where I threw them red Jordans and a vest on him from my man Model Misfit. And because I always wanted to see that look of quick kick, just a little bit more equipped. So I'm feeling that. I'm almost really feeling that than his original figure, which I know his original figure is true, to his original art. So that's cool, and it's a very obscure character. He gave him a little mask, and yeah, he got two different heads this time. And nunchucks are probably dog shit. Swords are decent. He's got a little red handkerchief, which I won't use it. They did give him like some more like kind of like kung fu type hands, like chopping hands and shit, and some gripping shooting hands and some fists, so he can throw down. So that I like that part about him. Then he's got an extra mask, so they kind of loaded him up. The only thing I would use with him is those swords. Like I said, the nunchucks are dog shit because they're plastic.
The ones at the bottom, the swords at the bottom, aren't those the other ninja, the green ninja, not Kamakura? What's the other ninja that came out?
Oh, nunchuck.
Yeah, nunchuck. I think those are nunchucks.
Look like him, like them kind of like saber swords and shit. Yeah. And Beachhead, I really wasn't feeling him at first. I think this, I guess, is close to his original. No, did he have a Night Force figure? But the sweater
it came out later on. It was something. Okay. I think it was a con, like a Joe Con exclusive.
Okay.
Like the big box sets that they were doing in the like in the 2012 to 2018, they had these big box sets that would have different figures. I think they did a Night Force rendition.
Okay. I knew I seen it somewhere before, but I wasn't collecting it. I missed out on all 25th anniversary. I didn't even know them shits existed, until I got back into collecting it, man. But yeah, I like him. I think I'm gonna like him more and more as I get him. It's a different take on Beachhead. As far as the colors, I think they're about the most cohesive group. Because you talk about Tiger Force, I mean, them motherfuckers are all over the place. But I do feel what you're saying, like, what Parf Wolf Spider, ain't that his name?
Yeah, he's got yellow in him.
Yeah, Parf Bomber Wolf Spider Rodriguez. Yeah, he had that big long name and shit. He has that black, yellow, and green color, and that kind of throws it off. It's like, okay, where did that come from? But they're about the most cohesive. Be honest with you, besides the Dreadnoks, they're the best G.I. Joe subgroup. I think that all their figures are pretty solid. The Beachhead was more of a black and gray, but it's G.I. Joe, so they're gonna get kind of all over the place with those crazy patterns and shit, man.
We need that Outback Night Force. That Outback Night Force and Crazy Legs was one of my two favorite. And back in the day, originally he came with Crazy Legs in a 2-pack. And I remember as a kid, man, I loved playing with those two figures as a kid. So I can't wait to get the Outback.
Yeah, they need to do another Outback, man, because shit, I done did plenty of them just in different renditions, and I'm waiting on another one to come out like that they create. And shit, they don't really need to change the buck either, because he's got one of the best bucks. So that would be dope. But overall, man, I give those two figures, they straight. If I can get them, I'll definitely throw down on them, full price or whatever, to grab them just to have them in the collection, because I think they worthy enough. And then if I miss out, they're more likely they'll probably come back fucking around with those 2-packs, they'll get missing in the beginning from Walmart, and then later on you buy them shits for like $20.
Yeah, that Falcon and Coral, I thought that was gonna be hard to get, and
It was at first.
then it came around on sale.
Yeah. I brought like one or two for like $23 for kit bash fodder and shit, and worked out good, man. It was still a decent set, but it did get gone in the beginning, man. So pretty much lackluster kind of GI Joe Hasbro classified week. And then and to cap this off, like the beachhead and quick kick we're talking about, it's not even up for pre-order, so I don't know what the fuck that was about. The Ramen Razor, people who pre-ordered that should have got an email saying that was about to ship out, and you told me about that as well. So
I stay on it, man. I wake up in the middle of the night, check my emails. My gridiron is shipping too, man. I got that coming also.
Oh, the Phalanx.
I don't mean to switch the topic, but the Phalanx should be here any day now too.
No, it's really the same topic, to be quite honest with you, because we got two great vehicles coming, man. Like I said, that gridiron joint, I didn't know that was going to drop so early, but that Ramen Razor, I've been waiting on that for a whole year, and my black metal's coming too, so they'll be coming together. And I haven't had a chance to experience that car yet, man, so I can't wait to get that in my hands. And the Razor is absolutely beautiful in person. I remember they brought it to JOEFEST last year, man, and I was like, I gotta have this thing. This is...
So, what's funny, man? Last year, this happened the same thing. When I went to JOEFEST, I was talking to Ramen Toy. I had just got the notification when I pulled into the parking lot that my racer, the original one, had shipped.
Oh, nice.
So here we are going down to JOEFEST again, and I just got the notification that the Razor is shipping.
Yeah.
They do great work, man, but they just take forever, man, to get over here. I hate it, man. The vans took almost a year. It seemed like, maybe not quite a year, but the vans took a while. The Razor took a while. It is worth it. It's quality product, but man, it's almost like waiting for a HasLab, man. Pretty much.
But yeah, man. So you said it take about 6 weeks for it to come.
Usually when I get the email from them, because what they do is they do the labels, they print the labels, and they send them over like on boat by water. So, and then once they get over here, the label's already printed, and then they go out. So they're probably on the water. If it's based on how they've done it in the past, the Razors are probably on the water, and they're going to be hitting the U.S. any day now. And then once they come on the U.S., then those labels that they printed, they'll slap them on, and then they'll get them over to us. So it's just a process, man.
Yeah. I mean, shit, I done waited this long. I can wait. I can wait another 6 weeks, and plus I got other shit I got going on, just other little projects been messing around with, man. So I got something to keep me occupied.
I plan on using it with the Dreadnoughts. What about you? You got what do you plan on using?
Oh yeah, that's why I'm definitely gonna use it with Ripper and Buzzer. That's Ripper and Buzzer's car. Because I got plans for all my Dreadnoughts, like Road Pig. I did the Wrecking Rig truck for him, painted that orange. Xandar's got his bike. Zartan just looks best on that Punisher bike. So what you expecting to see out of JOEFEST, man?
So the atmosphere, like I was saying, being around fellow Joes, fellow collectors. When you walk in, it's almost like when you walk into your house after a long day at work. When you walk into the JOEFEST, you feel like you're at home, man. Everybody's welcoming. You ain't got to be looking over your shoulder. Nobody's like mean mugging you. It's a very welcoming atmosphere, man.
It is.
Like I was saying, the people that helped create this, like the Sarge, Larry Hama, the people who really injected that DNA into G.I. Joe. All those guys are down there. The people who voiced the cartoons are down there. Keone Young, like I was talking about, he was down there one year. I think he might be down there this year. He did Quick Kick's voice and some other people. And then being able to see all the stuff that we normally don't get to buy, like the guy who did the Axel Foley figure, The flag, the USS Flag, that guy was down there the year before last, where he had a stacked flag where you could see the different levels of the flag, and you can buy the parts.
I heard about that.
You know, that's pretty cool. And then the being around the people, like action figures sold separately, Vasco Toys, people who actually do this, and you know, they have an idea in their head, they design it out, they print it, they make it, and then you buy it. You know, that's art. You know, they have it conceptualized in the head, they make it from their minds to our hands, type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like I said, I'm a newbie to the game, man. So when I went down there last year, was my first year, I was just glad to see all the toys, basically the old toys and the new toys, right, and things that's coming out, especially like how we was talking about like the ramen razor. But I'm just to kind of get my mind off of things, man, like especially from the work week and all the politics that go on in your regular life. You can just kind of clear your mind for a couple of days, and that's what I'm gonna be aiming for.
That's what's up, man.
But with that being said, I got a 3-0 in here who's out of control. And I don't want to hold Chris up for another hour, man. But that's pretty much the road to JOEFEST. I got some videos coming out tomorrow, or maybe Saturday, just actually really showing the road to JOEFEST. I got to go get an oil change in the morning. I got to get my other car straightened out, and so make sure my family's straightened out this weekend, man. And then I'm gonna be off. But you know your boy gonna be filming it. I'll be down there tomorrow. Chris, what time you think you're gonna be crash landing?
Man, I ain't gonna get down there till Saturday. So I gotta put in a little work in the morning, man, here in town, make that bread so I can turn around and spend it on a Saturday.
I actually, man, this is crazy just from last year, thinking I had to work all the way kind of through that JOEFEST to this year, man. I can actually take off and go. I got a few things going on, man, but it feel good to say shit, man. I got somebody who's gonna handle it, man, and still bring it in so I can, I guess, spin it up just like you with two fucking degenerates.
Yeah, you went through it last year. I remember that, man.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Proud of yourself, bro. Look how far you come this last year.
I know, right, man? It was just like, yo, this ain't nothing but the damn devil, yo. Like fucking hydraulic hose bust, and I just turned the camera off too, man. That was a crazy thing about it, but you know, it was, you know, just, you know, but it was in my destiny to make it, man. I made it last year. That's life, though. You know what I'm saying? And I did get it on camera. Like, hey, this is what I'm going through. This is what I'm doing. I got to make this money while I go down to here to, you know, money's being made, and I can actually go down there, man. I ain't fucking made it yet. I'm still in the fucking trenches, but you know, life's a little easier, a little bit, I guess.
So you are going down tomorrow?
Yes, man. Don't really nothing pop off tomorrow. Do it just a couple of hours, like 5 to 7 or some shit.
Yeah, it's I've never been down. I've always just gone down on a Saturday. I've never made it down to Friday. I'll be buying up everything now. Give me a chance to get down there and spend some money, man.
I am looking forward to that Tiger Force Skyhawk. Hopefully that maybe that's open out, and I'm good for one of them, man. Because like I said, I got a budget, man. I'm balling on the budget, and I don't really want to buy too much shit. I think I stick to that budget and aim for stuff that I'm looking for, like dial pieces, obscure pieces, few cool toys, and I think I'll be all right.
Well, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited, man.
Yes, sir, man.
It's already here. Came by quick, man.
Anybody who's out there listening to the podcast, man, if you see me down there, say what's up to your boy, man. I know I might look like, I don't know. I was taken back last year. Cause I was like, damn, I do know me. Oh yeah, you do show your face on TV. But say what's up, man. I'm gonna be down there chilling and look to have a lot of good conversations, man, and find a lot of cool toys. And Big Chris, he'll be down there as well, aka Seagram 7, aka North Carolina Window Clean. And with that being said, until the next time, because this little 3-0 about to make me go crazy over here named Charlotte. God bless.
Peace. Hey, appreciate it, bro.
Hey, appreciate you, fam.
Go on, get out of here. Who needs ya?